everybody, it's me Alexia, and today I want to tell you about the science experiment and the cycle that I followed for Science Day. First, let's begin with my observations. In class, I observed that we learned about the transfer of energy, and I began to get curious about that and asked myself, what really is the transfer of energy and how does it work? So the reason why I conducted this experiment is to answer the question, how does the transfer of energy work? My next step was to research. I researched about a certain experiment called the Newton's cradle conducted by Sir Isaac Newton. This experiment consisted of 5 metal pendulums. The metal balls looked like this. What happened in this experiment was, when he flicked the first ball that first had potential energy, he converted it into kinetic energy when he flicked it. The 3 middle balls remained motionless, but the kinetic energy transferring from the first ball through all the balls, resulting in the last ball's movement. He thought that this was how the transfer of energy worked. I decided to conduct a similar experiment based on Newton's cradle. The materials I used include a board, some sticky tape, and 5 metal balls. I wanted to find out if the transfer of energy works in the same way in this setting as it did with the pendulum. Before I conduct this experiment, I would like to predict what I think will happen. I think that when I take this ball and flick it, all of the balls will scatter. So let's begin. Now when I conduct this experiment, I want to see if my predictions are right or if Newton's cradle's theory applies in this setting. As you can see, now I'm going to flick this metal ball to see what happens. Guys, the last ball went. Newton's cradle worked in this setting. Now I'm going to try this again, but this time with 2 balls. Let's see what happens. 2 balls went out. I think that Newton's cradle really applies. So now it's proven that when I flick this ball that right now has potential energy, when I flick it, its kinetic energy transfers through all of the balls, resulting in the last ball's movement. Now I'm going to be talking about my conclusions. I have concluded that the transfer of energy can occur in any place and any setting. This also proves the conservation of energy, that energy cannot be destroyed or created. It just transforms from one object to another, or in this case, transfers from one object to another. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Goodbye.